All right, so the Legend of Drizzt board game. This is board game number 3 in the series of 5 so far. That is from the D&D Adventure System cooperative game. So there's 5 of these games, and this is number 3. And they're all compatible with one another. All of the monsters, the tiles, everything. It's all compatible. And I like that. And the great thing is look at that. It's for 1 to 5 players. So if you want to solo this beast, you go right ahead. Even though some adventures say 2 players plus, you could probably solo it if you had some good luck on your side with RNG and stuff. And maybe an extra healing surge. I don't know. But anyways, let's open this thing up. I'll show you guys what's in here. These games look really fun to play, guys. They really do. You get the rule book. It's about 15 pages. It has all of the mechanics. It's 4th edition. It's a watered down version of mechanics. It's so easy to play. Just because you hear the word 4th edition, don't get scared. It's super easy to play, believe me. Here's your adventure. And you can actually download this from the Wizards of the Coast website. Just type in Legend of Drizzt and it'll come up. You can download the PDF. Here's the adventure book. Let's see, box 1 and 2, Ashardalon and Ravenloft and Ashardalon, respectively. They had 13 adventures, and it looks like there's 13 adventures in here as well. And on the Wizards of the Coast website, you cannot download this, but you can download some of the box sets have extra adventures that you can download. So that's pretty cool. Now, there's a bunch of stuff that comes with this game, too, and we're going to take a look at all this stuff now. I haven't opened it up yet, but there's a bunch of tiles, tokens, miniatures, cards, etc. And let's take a look at these tiles. Because the cool thing is about this is if you don't play the board game that often, you can use these tiles and these miniatures for your around-the-table game. I mean, there's name tiles. These name tiles will be put in certain adventures, and it's all random. You pull these tiles randomly and build the map that way. Everything is random in this game. Everything from, well, except your powers, you choose those beforehand. But the magic items that you get, the treasure, all of the attacks, the damage is static, so there's no rolling for damage. But I mean, everything is self-explanatory. I mean, this game is so easy to play, and in the adventure book, it has every single adventure what you need. So it'll say objective: escape from the Underdark. Number of heroes 1. Suggested heroes: Drizzt, and then Drizzt, however you want to say it. I don't care. It's a fantasy game. Say it how you want to say it. Everybody knows what you're talking about, so don't correct somebody. Come on, guys. Tighten up, you name Nazis. So, tells you to take the start tile, and then you take the Underground River tile, you put it into the deck, you shuffle it up, and then whenever you find it, then you can escape. It tells you where to put it, between tile 9, 10, 11, 12, or 11, 12, 13, or whatever. It's so self-explanatory, man. And you just, you take all these and you break them apart and put these in your box. Look at all those volcanic events for your encounters. So on the tiles, like I said, guys, 1-inch grids. You can use these for your games. There's like 30 or 40 tiles in this box. Take advantage of it. They're all usable. So all 3 of these now you can take these and build one massive map for your players to play on. And it's standard 1-inch grid. So you can take these miniatures that I'm going to show you, which there are a bunch of bags of minis. There's probably 40, 50 minis. And these are all the 4th edition minis. Look at this. Here's the Balor, Urtu. And here's your dice. So you get a dice. There's only 1 die. But look at that. I've already got this. I got this painted from the 4th edition minis game. So I'm going to paint this thing. I'm going to start learning how to paint minis. And I'm going to use all these minis to learn how to paint. So very nice. And like I said, this is a 3x3 grid because he's huge. So look at that. He fits perfectly on the tile 3x3 grid. So guys, use these miniatures in your game. I mean, don't put a Balor on your players unless they really deserve it. Unless they're like on their cell phones and all that other crap. I wouldn't pull out that Balor very often. Here's a bunch of other miniatures. They're all color coordinated. So it looks like here's a bunch of minis. And they're all respectively sized, medium and large. And we'll start dumping these out. Look at that. Oh, there's Guinevere. I've got that too. That's a 4th edition mini. That's for the 4th edition mini game. Oh, there's Wolfgar. That's got to be Wolfgar. That's got to be Brunor. Oh my goodness. Is that Caddy? That's Caddy. Oh my goodness. That's Drizzt. Look at his sabers. Yeah, that's Drizzt. Oh, this is Brunor. Who's the other ones? And that's got to be Regis. Look at that. Holy cow. So we know who the characters are now. So those are the character miniatures. Here's a bunch of monster miniatures. Look at that. Nice troll, man. Those are beautiful. Paint those things up, man. There's some kobolds. Not kobold. Some little maybe drakes or something. I know the grays are the villains. So yeah, let's get these out. This is the first time I've really looked at this. I opened it up to go to the laundromat so I could take the book with me. Oh my goodness, look at that mind flare. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, is that a lich? Oh, look at that. It's like a pudding or something. Maybe a yokel? Is that Artemis? That might be. I think Artemis is in this. Yeah, look at that. Look at all those NPCs. Here's some blue elementals. Look at these. These are actually not solid. These are actually... Oh, yeah. Look at these, man. Yeah, these are like Ghost. Oh, look at that. It's like a wraith, or probably not a wraith, maybe a ghost. Yeah, and then elementals. Look at these. These are perfect to use in your game, guys. Look at that. And then here's one last bag of minis. I mean, look at all the minis you get. Oh, wow. There's like a large dragon, probably something adult. There's a Drider. Yeah, these are all the 4th edition minis. There's another Drow. And here's some swarms. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. Use those minis, man, and they're all 1-inch grid, as you can see. Look at that. That is awesome. The troll's large, so it's 2. The dragon is 2. It couldn't fit there. But it could damn sure fit in that ancient throne room. Yeah, look at that. That is awesome, man. So use those tiles. Use the tiles. Use the minis for your game. Just don't let them sit in the board game box when you're not using them. Well, when you're not using the board game, and especially if you collect Icons of the Realms like I do, there's absolutely no swarms like this. There's only one swarm, the Bat Swarm, and it's the most hideous looking miniature that I've ever seen. Stevie Wonder probably designed that miniature. So let's look at the other tiles. I found tiles in the bottom, and just like in those boxes, yep, Artemis and Tari. Yep, he's here. He's going to be the main villain, I'm sure. He's probably going to be hunting down Regis, if you read the Icewind Dale trilogy or whatever. So let's open up these cards. Whew, you can totally get high. And like I said, this board game was made in late 2011, and this was board game number 3, which was after Castle Ravenloft was first, and then Wrath of Ashardalon was second. Here's more named tiles. Oh, there's that Underground River tile for the first adventure. And look at all the other hit point tokens and other character tokens and the condition cards. There's only 2 conditions, immobilized and poisoned. That's Drow, some type of emblem on, or maybe a rune that's carved into the stone floor. Yeah, look at that, guys. Heck yeah. And on the tiles, if you get a black arrow, that means that you get an encounter card. And every tile you pull on the mushroom patch goes a monster. So if you get bad luck and get black arrows, you're going to get a monster and an encounter card. And encounters can be traps, it can be pits, it can be anything. Oh, -4 AC debuff. That looks vicious. Here's what I want to see. I want to see the character sheets. Yeah, there we go. And then here's all the traps. Shock trap, volcanic trap, poison arrow trap, a couple of treasure chests. Brunar can go into stances and activate and deactivate powers and stuff. There's Drizzt. You got Catti Bree, Wolfgar's wife. Well, yeah. Regis, the halfling. You got Brunar Battlehammer, the 6th king of the Battlehammer clan. I believe was he the 5th or 6th? I don't know. It's been so long. But each character sheet you can level up in this game. So there's first level stats. And then when you level up by spending 5 XP and rolling a critical strike, then you get the second level version, which has updated stuff on it. You can play Wolfgar. Oh, so that's who the other dwarf was. It was Athrogate. Okay, and then Jarlaxle's in there too. And Artemis Centauri. Wow. Jarlaxle Bonray. Wow, that is so cool. Here's more traps, more tokens all over the place. Level 1 and 2 versions. Yeah, look at that. That is hot, man. Oh, yeah. Creepy. So there's 13 pages, 13 sheets of these. And let's see, there's your traps. Oh, wow. So you can put all, these are actually from the 4th edition tiles too, which is pretty cool. So everything here is like so 4E. And then here's the villain character sheets. Yeah. Ertu, there's the Balor. Let's look at the Balor. Yeah, so it is a yokel. I was right. I knew it was either a yokel or a pudding or something. All right, so let's see. There's Ertu the Balor. He's got 14 AC, 14 hit points. Wow, 14 hit points? That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's see. Tactics. Ertu activates at the start of each villain phase. Whoa! So every time somebody goes, every time a player goes, Ertu goes in the monster phase. Wow. He gets if you got 5 players, he gets 5 turns. Holy cow. So if Ertu is adjacent to a foe or to a hero or a foe to him, he attacks each adjacent hero with a lightning sword and then moves 1 tile in any direction. And his lightning sword is +8 and 2 damage, and on a miss is 1. If that isn't satisfied, if Ertu is within 1 tile, so he has a ranged attack too, probably with his whip. Yep, 1 tile of a non-adjacent hero. He attacks that hero with a fiery whip, which is +8 and 1 damage, and place the hero adjacent. So not only does he hit, he does damage. He pulls that hero adjacent to him. Scary. And then if there's no heroes around, otherwise Ertu will move 1 tile towards the closest hero. And then squeeze. Ertu can be placed. Okay, I like this. Ertu can be placed over walls, but the center square that his figure occupies must be open. Okay, that's cool. It can't get any more, explained than that. I mean, it's awesome. So there's all the tiles. 13 sheets of tiles. Use these in your games, guys. Seriously, use it. Use those miniatures. Paint those miniatures. Here's the cards. There's 2 decks of cards, so there's a couple hundred cards. And all these different powers, if they're racial powers, if they're attack powers, treasure cards, monster cards, they're all compatible with each one of these board games, man. So let's open up these first cards. We'll go over them. So there's 2 types of treasures. Let's see, what do we got here? We got a bunch of treasure cards. All right, so look at the treasure cards first. There's fortunes, which are instant, and then you got to play them immediately, and then you discard them. Like here's a battlefield promotion. Your hero is now second level. If your hero is already second level, another hero of your choice becomes second level. Very cool. It doesn't even talk about spending experience points, so that you discard that. So that's one type of treasure. Here's the Belt of Storm Giant Strength. Use when your hero hits an adjacent monster. So it has to be an adjacent monster. And the attack deals 2 extra damage. So if your attack does 2, with the Belt of Storm Giant Strength, another 2. Wow, the Brooch of Shielding, reduced damage by 1 anytime your hero takes damage. Wow, this is cool, man. Potion of Healing. There's a couple Potion of Healing cards. Used during your hero phase, which is the first phase of your turn. Your hero or one adjacent hero regains 2 hit points. So, okay, so a hero has to be adjacent if you're going to use it on someone else. So you could take your move action and move to someone. Yeah, because it's part of the hero phase anyway. I think movement is. So those are treasure cards. You get a sequence of play cards that explain the 3 phases of the round for you. So we'll put those on top, actually. Looks like we've got a bunch of class cards, and you can see that there's the class and the race that it deals with. So you can keep these nice and organized Martha Stewart style. So here's more archer cards, and there's an archer in this first and second box. So you can just continue to add these in there. So you'll have a whole multitude of different cards that you can choose from because they are all compatible. So here's the Barbarian utility power. Here's an example. It can't get any easier to play than this. So healing herbs. Your hero or one adjacent hero regains 2 points. Very nice. Here's a fighter at will power. Notched axe. Attack one adjacent monster. Once during each of your hero phases, if this attack misses, you can use this power against a different adjacent monster. So you can keep using this until you hit at +7 attack and 1 damage. Pretty cool. So all this fighter stuff and ranger stuff, rogue stuff, you can use all this stuff. It's all compatible. I mean, with the other classes in the other box sets. I mean, it's just so easy. So here we go with monster cards. I'll show you guys the monster cards. Monster cards are set up the same way as you can see the class stuff, basically. So here's a Din and Duerden, one of the relatives that are probably trying to off Drizzt. The Drider has AC, has health. All of the tactics you follow in order. Here's your attack, your damage, and your experience is 4. And here's Drow Duelists, Trolls, Goblin Cutters, Archers, Hunting Drakes, Spirits, Spider Swarms, Water Elementals. Here's Stalagmite. It's considered a monster. Pretty cool. Do not place a monster. Okay, so that's like a sort of like a get out of jail card for you. So if you pull this out, there's a stalagmite, because every time you go into a new tile, you pull a monster card and you put the monster token right here on the mushroom patch. So if you pull this, luckily, you won't get a monster. It's a stalagmite. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So it's everything is like totally RNG in this game. So here's a bunch of encounter cards, which, remember, like I said, if you go into a new tile, you get a white triangle, you don't draw an encounter card. If it's a black triangle, then not only do you get a monster, you get an encounter card too. So you got 2 things you got to deal with. So draw those white triangle tiles. So here's some encounters. Here's some curse, marks of Loth. Wow, there's a bunch of them. There's an event, volcanic explosions, probably from those volcanic tiles. Here's an event, an attack, and you can see the acid spray has the +6 to hit, 2 to damage, 1 on a miss. I mean, it has role play. It has some flavor text there. All of the cards do. I mean, there you go. A dire Corby flock, spell web, stale air, eat. Oh wow! It attacks each hero. Wow, on any tile, I guess. 8 attack and 1 damage. Wow. So there you go. And if you don't like those encounters, take the encounters out of the other game boxes and use those encounters too. Expand the deck. Here's the advanced deck. The advanced deck has, I guess it has a lot more powers and stuff that are a little bit more advanced than the basic stuff from the other deck, which the other 2 decks do not have. So there's a little bit of different stuff for every one of these games, which is pretty cool. So let's see. Let's get all this stuff organized. So we've got treasure cards. So I need to take. Oh, there's a bunch of treasure cards here too. So let's put this first deck here, and then we'll take a look at the second deck. And the second deck looks like it has a bunch more treasure cards. All right. So you can see here's more fortunes. Ooh, a camp. You get the, wow, play immediately. I haven't seen that yet. Play immediately. Place the camp token on any tile. When a hero on a tile with the camp token would draw an encounter card, that hero can discard the camp token. Wow, pretty cool. Wow, that's pretty cool. Here's Hard Experience. Lift the Curse. So these are all instant. And then here's more items. Bracers of Blinding Strike. Ooh, a tunnel map. Used during your exploration phase. Place the top tile of the dungeon tile stack next to any unexplored edge. Place a new monster on that tile. You do not draw an encounter card during your next villain phase. Okay. If the tile is specified by the adventure, follow the instructions for revealing that tile instead of placing a new monster. Pretty cool. Wow. Pretty cool. 600 gold, 1,000 gold. Wow. Nice. Wand of Lightning Bolts. Somebody would love that. So there's more item cards. Both like those fortunes or, single-use boons. And, wow, here's a bunch. Wow. Here are a bunch of new powers for the heroes. Well, I mean, they're like the most powerful heroes in all of the Forgotten Realms and Faerun. Of course, you got Mordenkainen and you got Hallister. You've got, there's a bunch of other heroes that are powerful. So, wow. Here's there's Guinevere. Wow, there's the Panther too. So, holy cow, there's Regis. There's a bunch of, wow. Here's more curses, so there's more encounter stuff. Volcanic explosions. Here's more attack events, more traps. And here's all the monsters. Well, more monsters. Drow, Goblin Archer, Swarms, Water Elementals. There they are. Hypnotic Spirits. There's more, another monster, which if you draw this, draw 2 more monster cards and play them both. So not only is there the Stalagmite, where you don't get any monsters for that tile, Hunting Party, you got to draw 2 monsters. Wow, that is not the card you want. And then here's all the other Archer and Assassin, Barbarian, Battle Rager, Drow, Fighter, Ranger. So there's more stuff that you can put in all of your different classes that you're going to play. So holy cow, that is awesome. This just keeps getting better and better and better, man. So it holds your cards, you put your tiles, you break them off of the 13 different sheets, put all that stuff in here, get you some little baggies and put your tokens and stuff in it so they don't get lost. Don't forget to paint those minis. You can use these miniatures in your around the table game if you're playing D&D 5e or 4th edition, whatever. Use the tiles. Wow. What a bargain, man. I love these games. I'm so looking forward to playing these board games. And I'm going to do a video on how to play with all the mechanics because it won't take that long. There's only 15 pages. And I'm going to be doing each one of these adventures solo. So I love Wolfgar. That's like one of my favorites. Well, of course, Drizzt as well. I mean, Drizzt is everybody's. And Drizzt is so bandwagon. But I also like Brunar. I like Brunar, but I like Wolfgar. So I'll probably try to play Wolfgar through all of the adventures. So I hope you guys enjoy this unboxing. I'm excited to play these. Do you guys play the Dungeons & Dragons board games? Do you mix them up? Do you just keep it within the confines of each board game? What do you do? Let me know down in the comments section. Like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, if you hate it just because it says 4th edition mechanics, thumbs down. But it's so easy to play, guys. 4th edition. Don't be scared of 4th edition. 4th edition is a very fun game to play. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate you guys watching. And until next time, happy gaming and keep it safe. Bye.